The first time we see Diamond is coming out the bar, followed behind Tommy. Now, Tommy is mad because he was on the phone, but he ain't giving Diamond no information. So, looking at it, we're wondering what the hell is really going on. What's wrong with Tommy? Why is Tommy storming out of here? What the fuck, man? What are we doing, man? Tommy, what's going on? Now he tells him you need to go get Vic, and that's all the information. All the information. Did I say all the information? That's all the information that Tommy is giving. You need to go get Vic, man. The feds are coming. They about to raid the spot. Now we know it's because Tommy is suspecting that Vic is a snitch. Diamond doesn't know anything, but Diamond does tell him, man, Mireya is off the limit. Off the limits. Off limits. You got to leave her alone, man. You can't keep going with her. But Tommy, just like any other nigga, I would have zoomed to the clinic too. Now I want to see if our June is identical. Whose bars are those? But he speeds off, and Diamond is sitting here. He's got to go find out where the hell Vic is at. Diamond is just Diamond is like, man, why, Tommy? What you got going on? But he goes and pulls up on Vic. Now, Vic is in here. Vic is stalling. Diamond's like, come on, we gotta go. We need to get the hell out of here right now. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. He's like, nah, I don't want to go. He's trying to stall. Diamond looks at his crew, and I'm gonna be real. Diamond is straight to the point this season. Well, so far he ain't bullshitting. Tells Vic, let's go. Vic talks back, elbow to gut, bring his ass. They drag Vic up out of there. Diamond, let's go get your stuff now. He's like, let's wait around. No, I want to see. Let's go now. So Diamond drags him up out of here. Get him out of there quick, too. At the warehouse, Diamond just sitting around. He chilling. We gotta wait for Tommy, man. Shut up. Vic nervous. He pacing back and forth. Hey, Vic, this ain't the time to be doing that, especially with Diamond in there. My whole thing is Diamond, he was in jail so long, life has passed him by. You remember on the movie Life when he had to drive to go get the new warden? He had to drive to get the new warden. He got out the car. Boys walking by, the boombox and an afro. Life was just so Diamond don't really know what's going on in these streets like this. He just knows, look, Tommy, cool ass white boy, he came through, he hooked it up. I'ma hold it down. Whatever he got going on, as long as we making sure our business is straight, we good. But he doesn't know anything. Tommy comes back and he says that Shanti was the snitch and that no one could get the address that Tommy couldn't trust. Diamond had the address. As far as Diamond knows, Tommy ain't hiding nothing from him, and Tommy's keeping it real. And that's what you want in a business partner. You talk shit to him. Hey, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. When it's business time, you handle that business. So Diamond is just sitting here. Once Vic leaves with the money, Diamond's like, wait. We shouldn't let him just go up out of here right now. Not now, not right now, not right now. Tommy's like, nah, we good. I bet it. We all good. So Diamond, from the first scene to now, he just like any of us. My channel, I say everybody's a suspect until we remove him from the board. That's what Diamond is starting to feel like. In the beginning, Diamond didn't really question Tommy as much as he does now. But a lot of shit has been transpiring since last season going into now. It's got Diamond wondering, hey, Tommy, what the fuck, man? You moving around kind of reckless. And in the beginning was like, all right, it's cool. But now Diamond got that confidence and Diamond's back at the top of CBI. And they actually got because The end of season 1, the pipeline opened up. The season 2 is when the cartel came in. So you got to remember the timeline. So as this is going on, Diamond is progressing back in the streets. So Diamond is pretty much the highest street level nigga in Chicago. Of course, you got the cartel, you got the Serbs, you got the Albanians. But when it comes to blacks, Diamond is like that top dog now. So it's like, all right, me and Tommy's supposed to be equal, but it's not like Tommy's treating me like an equal. Tommy ain't really giving me no information. You know, he ain't fucked me over, but he still ain't giving me information. He's still wilding out. And when I give Tommy advice, Tommy don't take my advice, but Tommy want me to take all of his advice. It can't work like that. I feed off of your energy, you feed off of mine. But nigga, we gotta be even here. It's 50-50. This ain't 49-51. It's 50-50 around this bit. You know what I mean? 50-50 around this bit. Ain't no 49-51. It ain't 65-45 or 35. My bad. My number's off. 55-45. But no, it ain't none of that. It's 50-50. You got half, I got half. All right. You got half, I got half. And if I had $1, it was your share. And wherever we would go, wow, I would front the bed when a woman fed. No matter how you say it, no, there ain't nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. It's like running out of love. Yeah, it's 50-50, Tommy. Not 49-51, you the majority. Not 55-45, 65-35, 75-25, 85-15, 50-50. It's Tommy. I got some say so in this shit also, nigga. Remember, this is Chicago. This ain't New York. You take that white boy shit to New York. This the Shy, nigga. This the Shy. Home of R. Kelly, nigga. Home of Chief Keef, nigga. This is the Shy, Tommy. 50-50. The executive producer of this shit is 50 Cent. 50-50, Tommy. So Diamond is starting to question things, and that's good. You question everything. If you don't question anything, then you will never know anything. Now, it's a while before we see Diamond again. But after Vic leaves, Tommy's like, all right, look, we got to come up with a plan. We got to get the Albanians before Miguel gets out there in the streets. So Diamond's like, all right, cool. We can go pull up on them. So after this, we do see him go and pull up on the Albanians. And that's where he's telling Diamond, yeah, we got to get the Albanians. We got to get them right now. And Diamond's a little bit iffy about it, but fuck it. We still got to go out there. We got to get this money some way, somehow. They pull up on the Albanians. The Albanians, they kicking it. They got a bowling alley. They got a little bar. They watching some hockey, the NHL on ESPN 7, because don't nobody watch hockey really. They pull up, they like, man, we want to talk to the Albanian boss. Now, Tommy is being the lead. Because when you get around these white folk, you gotta kind of have like that white folk interaction. When I used to work on the Native American reservations, my supervisor's name was Dodie. She's a shorter white woman, kind of heavy set. So it would always be me that wouldn't talk to the Native Americans, because I speak the native tongue. But I would always go and talk to them because they would relate more with me. Plus, we know the Native Americans didn't really like white folk like that. So I would always be the person that goes and talks to them. And that's how I got in good. I would go to like the powwows. I would go to the sweat lodges and all that. That's a whole different story. But you got to let the white and white talk. So Tommy's going to talk to the Albanians like, look, man, we trying to get this money. We trying to get you them bricks. Even Diamond's like, how much you getting them bricks for? They say we getting them for 30 a key. I said, 30 a key? 30 a key. This is 2024. 30 a key, 10 keys. 300K. Okay, 10 keys. We could do it to 20. That'd be 600. Tommy's like, look, we can do 28 a key. Diamond is looking like, all right, we only cutting 10, but yeah, okay, we undercutting. Okay, yeah, we could do that. We can undercut the two. Now, when you hear someone cutting 2K off of a brick, you may not think it's a lot, but you got to remember they're dealing in wholesale. They're not doing one brick, so it's not 30,000, 28,000. It's 10 keys, 300,000, or 10 keys, 280,000. So 2 keys off of a brick is a lot of money when you're dealing in drugs or when you're dealing in any product. That's why when you buy a bulk, they give you a better deal. So Tommy's trying to undercut. But the Albanian, I don't know his names. We just gonna keep calling the Albanian. The Albanian's like, look, nigga, all I got is my word. And I don't go back on my word. I already promised Miguel, which all of this is crazy because this is where we're at now, where you'll get all these different regions working with each other. Back in the day, they didn't really cross over too much. Even if you go back and watch American Gangster, you didn't really want that. The Italians didn't really want to buy from the blacks and things of that nature. But nowadays, it's like shit, the cartel got such a damn chokehold on the game. You gotta mix in with them, or you're gonna be in a war with them, and you definitely don't want to go to war with them because they're right here in Mexico, and the one thing about them, they just keep coming. They just keep coming and coming and coming. Y'all can pause that if you want to, but they're gonna keep regenerating. But anyway, the Albanians are like, nah, man, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Now, Tommy did lay down the foundation of, hey man, we can get them for you for 2 up under, but they end up getting kicked out of here. And that's when Diamond is like, hey man, you got to tell me what the hell is going on. You got to start giving me some information, man. But Tommy ain't really trying to put nothing on because we know what Tommy ain't really. Tommy ain't really stepping on shit like he usually would have. But we'll keep that for Tommy's story because Diamond don't know that that's going on behind the scenes, and we can't just jump the story because Diamond don't know that. So right after this, D-Mac pops up. Put a 1 in the chat. Y'all remember D-Mac? Y'all remember young D-Mac, Lil Darnell? Put a 1. Y'all remember D-Mac? I don't know if y'all ever met D-Mac. D-Mac, a young brother. D-Mac got a white grandma by the name of Kate Egan. D-Mac got a white uncle by the name of Tommy Egan. I don't know if y'all probably never met D-Mac. Y'all probably met Darnell, but y'all ain't never met D-Mac. Well, young D-Mac pulling up on Diamond. Diamond got that all black Escalade. What's up, young blood? Hey man, what's going on, Diamond? Man, when you gonna put me in the game? Shut your bitch ass up. Take your ass home, boy. It's dangerous in these streets. You done already caught a body. Kilo and them niggas is looking for you. You didn't kill the cop, nigga. You didn't be laying low. Come on, man. I'm trying to get out here and showcase my talent. Diamond's like, man, did you talk to your Uncle Tommy? Nah, man. You know Tommy ain't gonna let me out here, man. Look, just give me a pack and let me do what I do. Shut up. Man, you ain't gonna let me down with CBI? Hell no. You can't even take orders. So Diamond is telling them, listen, take my advice. Go home. I'm asking you guys a lot of questions. I want you guys to be engaged. The last kid under the age of 18 that Diamond gave advice to, he got popped. So wouldn't it be beneficial to D-Mac to listen to Diamond? Or should he just disregard everything? Because Leon, y'all remember Leon? Leon was a little bitty dude. See, when you get involved with baby mamas, I always tell the same story. Shout out to my homegirl Lauren. But during the pandemic, I think I'm a reasonable gentleman. I would consider myself like Diamond. Minus, I've never been convicted. I've been locked up a couple times. I've never been convicted of anything. I got a clean record. Um, but I too was involved with a baby mother at one point, and I have nothing against it. But I'm not teaching these little niggas how to fight. I'm not teaching these young niggas how to live life. I'm not teaching these niggas nothing about the real world because that's on their daddy. Now, Diamond, on the other hand, he taught little Leon how to throw one or two punches. What he didn't teach Leon was how to dodge a bullet. What he didn't teach Leon was how to dodge a bullet. See, rule number one of being in the streets, have a gun on you. Rule number two is if you ain't got a gun, run. Rule number three is if you whoop a nigga ass, expect the nigga to come and shoot you. Those are the three simplest rules that you can learn growing up in the inner city. Diamond ain't teach that lesson. Diamond did not teach that lesson. Oh no, that boy was graduating high school. She talking about, can you talk to my son and tell him about the military? No, that nigga 18, he ain't about to listen to me. Yeah, I don't even want to talk on the phone with that boy. I think he's doing all right now. But anyway, D-Mac wants to get in the game. And Diamond is like, nah, I already fucked up. I got Leon Pop. You need to go home, kid. You need to go home. D-Mac needs to go home. Let's be real. I did talk some shit and I said I wanted to see D-Mac stand on business. D-Mac ain't really like that. He ain't really like that, man. Anyone can pull the trigger. But there's a genuine connection between D-Mac and Diamond. But it's not like I won't say a father figure, but the male role model. I won't say it's a male role model because D-Mac's trying to get in the game and Diamond doesn't necessarily want him in the game. So he tells him to go home. Wait. Where we at? Where we at? Oh, okay. Well, after all of this, Jannard ended up going. Jannard ended up going to the jail, and he went to talk to King Kilo. Now, y'all were asking where we're gonna see King Kilo. We'll talk about that next when we get to Jannard's character. But he's like, man, I talked to King Kilo, and he won't D-Mac. So, unsuspectedly, Diamond agrees to eliminate D-Mac and tells Jannard, don't let it come back on us. Did you guys expect that to happen? Be real. He has potential, but he's too impetuous because that frontal lobe isn't fully developed. His uncle's Tommy too. His uncle's Tommy too. Did you guys expect Diamond to agree to eliminate D-Mac? When I heard that, I was like, whoa. He said, man, don't make it come back on us. I did not expect Diamond to be in agreement to take out D-Mac. That, hey, so wrong. MJ, I'm with you. I was tripped out. I will say that was one of the most shocking moments for me. I said, wait a minute. He said, go ahead and take out D-Mac. And then Jannard tells him, Tommy is smashing Mireya. I ain't never. I mean, I can understand why Diamond is mad at Tommy for doing this when we beefing with Miguel. That's just gonna make Miguel angrier at us, and I could potentially become a victim of some bullshit that you into. See, what would be the reasoning behind Diamond doing that? Eric talking about he signed his own death wish. Correct. Like what is the why? What did D Mac do? And then you find out Tommy smashing Mireya, but this is after, like, regardless of what Tommy got going on with Miguel, I don't understand why D Mac would Diamond would authorize that. It don't make sense unless there's something I don't remember. Like what? There's really no reason for Diamond to be in agreement with that. At this point, Tommy ain't messed him over. Tommy ain't cheated him out of nothing. And he didn't even know that Tommy was smashing me, Ray. I really didn't understand why he authorized that. He said, just make sure it don't come back on us. Okay, he's an accomplice to D Mac taking out the cop, but I don't know, because he took out a cop too. So if that was the case, hey Tommy, D Mac can't be around none of this. I already got a cop body. D Mac got a cop body. Hey, we got to get D Mac out the city. Whatever we got to do, we just got to move D Mac out. He can't be here. He's done. That was my biggest thing. I couldn't piece together. You refresh my memory on the cop. I knew about D Mac with the cop, and he told D Mac about the cop and about King Kilo's boy. But D Diamond already has a cop's body. Diamond got multiple bodies already. So I don't know. Fuck it. We it's the final season. We want a war anyway. We want some crash outs anyway. Fuck it. Kill that nigga D Mac then. Fuck it. That's what we talking about. Take him out then. Right after that, he runs over to the spot. Hey Tommy, look, man, we gotta do this 50-50, man. I'm tired of all the bullshit. No more secrets. Tommy's like, man, I'm handling business. He said, oh man, you fuck with Maria, man. I know about it. All right, man. Look, I am, man. So that's why you just stepped to the Albanians? No, you seen it. I stepped to the Albanians. Hell no. You scale back, Tommy. That ain't the Tommy we know. The Tommy we know with a caught a body or something, one to the head. Now you know he did. Damn. When friends turn foes, man, that's where we at. Well, from Diamond getting the word from Tommy, do you believe that Diamond is all right with Tommy at this point? Or is there a potential that Jannard and Diamond they link up in the end and try to take out Tommy? We are off the clock. That's Diamond's story. That's Diamond's story. It's an evil world we live in, guys. It's an evil world. Keno said that goes to show you can't trust nobody. Mm-mm-mm. We're off the clock, so I can talk to you guys as an adult. As a man that's been through a lot of bullshit in life, guys, don't join a gang. Guys, don't play in the streets, man. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Get you a decent job. Do what you gotta do. Between living a normal life and living that baller life, trust me, the normal life is better than the balling life. My life is very, very comfortable. I haven't got paid in 38 days, but it's better than me trapping in the bando. It's better than me wondering if I gotta knock the next person to make sure that I can survive the day. Guys, leave the streets alone. Get on that side. Don't even get on the sidewalk. Stay in the house, like my brother Dennis said. Get in the house. Stand down.